Good morning, good morning. Once again, I would like to continue on the thought of a heart condition. Very important topic. There came a time when God had to anoint himself a new king over Israel due to the fact that his present king, Saul, who was the people's choice, had failed to follow his commands. And so what God desired was a man that would be after his own heart. So he asked the prophet Samuel, how long are you going to mourn over this king, seeing that I have rejected him for being king over my people? Get up, go into the house of Jesse, and anoint my new king. So following the instructions of God, Samuel got up, went into the house of Jesse, told him while he was there. And so what Jesse began to do is begin to pass his sons before Samuel from the eldest to the youngest. When the first son came there, he looked on his outer appearance and his countenance and said, surely the Lord's anointed is in my midst. But God's response to him was, that's not my man. Man looks upon the outer appearance, but I look upon the heart. So the search continued. Jesse ended up having 7 of his sons go before Samuel, and God rejected them all. One thing about it, if your heart is not right, God doesn't have a problem with rejecting you. He rejected Saul from being king of all Israel because of his heart condition. So Samuel, being in a dilemma, asked him, is there anyone else? He said, well, I have one more, but he's out in the back taking care of these few little sheep. He was overlooked. Have you ever been overlooked in life? Overlooked by man, but chosen by God. Hallelujah. So what happened is he asked him to bring him on in. And so when he brought him in, he looked upon his countenance, and it wasn't as fair as all the other brothers, but he had a little goodly countenance. But God spoke unto Samuel and said, this is the one that I have chosen. So what we want to take from that today is, I would like to encourage you, because God doesn't mind overlooking a corrupt heart, a heart that has not been conditioned to seek him. And so therefore, what we need to do, and what we're encouraged to do, is to not allow things that will clutter and prevent our heart from being a heart that is acceptable to God, to not allow that to prevent us from being chosen by God, is to make sure that our heart is clear of any jealousy, any envy. If you can't see a fellow individual and be happy for their blessing, then something is wrong. If you can't be able to encourage someone else or support someone else until your season, until your time comes, then there's something wrong with your heart. It's a rejected heart by God. So my encouragement to you today is, clear your heart, cleanse your heart, and just have a humble heart before God, that you may be chosen as God's favorite. May God bless you this day and be encouraged. God bless.